Hi everybody, it is I, Clock TV, and welcome back to your favorite clock channel. However, today is a very special day. And why do I say that? Well, today is November 1st, 2025. And you know what that means? It's time to fall back. We gain an hour finally. However, I have a really big task at hand, and that's to change all of these clocks. So as per usual, I have to go around the entire shop and change all of these clocks back. Obviously not all of them because some of them are not safe to turn back. So you're going to see a lot of me stopping pendulums and whatnot. But it should be a fun time. It's definitely not as exciting as changing the clocks forward because you don't get to hear the chimes as much. But hey, it's still daylight savings, and it's enjoyed by a lot of people in the clock community, and that is one of the things that I'm most famous for. So I don't want to keep y'all waiting. I feel like we should just go ahead and get right into changing all of these clocks. We've had a bunch of new additions since the spring video. I'd say like 5 to 6 new additions since that video. You can already see them, I bet. But otherwise, I don't want to keep y'all waiting. Let's get this show started. First things first, as per usual, we start out with the grandfather clocks. They're the first clocks you see when you walk in. But we got to get them changed back. So obviously I got to get the door key for this one. It's safe to turn back, so no problem. It's 10:04 basically. Now we have the Emperor. Same scenario. You can turn it back with ease. Grandfather clocks are as simple as that. Coming up to the top of this first shelf, we have the Joyce and also my new Seth Thomas Barrister, you could call it. Basically an antique version of a Barrister. There we go, the Joyce is changed. Now, because this one is an antique, I don't think it is safe to turn back, so I'm going to try and reach back here and stop the pendulum. Wherever it might be, I think that's it. And I'll start that back up after an hour. So those two are simple enough. Now, lowering to this shelf, we only have a couple to change here because most of these currently don't work. But the ones we can change are this one. Yes, it's a little slow to turn back because the thing is really flat. But there's that one. This one is very low on battery. And I just hit minute by accident. Yeah, you can tell this is insanely low battery. It is 10. Okay, now we'll hit hour. Okay, as a matter of fact, this thing looks to have died on me. Well, okay. We will move on, I guess, to this one. That should be close enough. Well, this one lasted quite a while on a full battery. But I guess that's only 2 clocks changed on that shelf. Onto this shelf we have the New Haven, which it is not safe to turn back, so I'm simply just going to stop the pendulum. Moving down, we have the Sessions, which I'm stopping the pendulum on this one too for obvious reasons. We have this one. I don't know if this is a Yurgos or not, but it is safe to turn back. And I accidentally moved the hour hand. Move this hourglass and I'll do this really funky alarm clock. This is still a pretty big eye catcher in the shop, that's for sure. And my camera lost focus for a second. There we go. I do have a pocket watch up here that works, and it's this one right here, which it's sideways, so that's kind of posing a challenge for me. But, oh, here we go. Close enough. Trying to get the whole chain back up here. Here we go. All right, I changed that lone pocket watch that does work. And all of these over here, too. We'll move down to this shelf. We have this one, which is simple. I've got this one. The time Quartz, basically. This one is running a bit behind. Where do I turn this back? Oh, it's the top one. Oh no, it's the bottom one. Okay. Here we go. Come back here and get this one. It's also running a bit behind. I don't like that. Take this one out and change this one. There we go. So there's everything on that shelf. I'm going to actually come over here and include these in this clip too. The Washington, D.C. clock, which is still really cool. And then there's this one. It is 35. We have this one, which might be a little tricky. No, actually it's not that bad. Except I took the leg out because the leg does not like to stay on its own, but I'll just set it like that for now. We'll come down here and get this one, which it's a little wonky because there's like a little indent back here. Yeah, this one's hard to do with one hand, so slowly but surely. Oh, I think I found the sweet spot where to put my finger. Okay, I have to adjust my camera for this. There we go. That one's done. I'm gonna come up here, get the rocks haul. There we go. And now we have the engram, which it is not safe to turn back for obvious reasons. So we're just gonna stop it like that. Coming up here, we have this DNA wall clock, which did have a Westminster chime, but it doesn't anymore because that part got ripped out. So it's kind of worthless now, to be completely honest. But it's simple enough to change. Here we have the Zodiac art wall clock, which I can just turn like this. Wait for the second hand to go by. It is 37, so that should be close enough. Here we have this very interesting aircraft monitor clock. This is still one of the more fascinating clocks in my collection, to be totally honest. Even though it is battery operated, so that kind of drags down its impressiveness. But hey, still cool to see a clock look like this. Now we have the Arbor and Emery pendulum clock. Of course, it's battery operated, so simple job. And easy as pie. Now we have this very interesting hour hand that we're changing, which should be simple enough. Yeah, that's how that works. Very fascinating indeed. Now we have finally made it to the Cuckoo wall, as I call it. With all the Cuckoo clocks, but also my Seth Thomas banjo clock, which it has a Hermley movement in it, so it is safe to turn back. It's 41. And in the case of this one, I got a little trick up my sleeve just for this. That's the trick for those who are wondering. It should chime 10 times, but we shall see. Yep, worked 10 times. Now, in the case for the Cuckoo clocks, this one I don't think is safe to turn back, so I'm just going to stop the pendulum on it. The Regola, however, is safe to turn back, so I can just do that. And for the case of this one, I don't think it's safe to turn back, so I'm just going to stop the pendulum on it. And the same can be said for this one as well. So Regola is the only special Cuckoo clock that gets to stay running for 1 hour. Oh well, but hey, there's the Cuckoo clocks and the banjo. Now we come to the three big boys, as I call them, because they're the three biggest clocks on this side of the wall. Starting off with the Howard Miller Sandringham. It is 10:06. There's the Sandringham. I'm going to try and reach over here and get the Westmont while I'm at it. There's Westmont. Now, swinging around to the other side, we're going to go ahead and get the Jennison. Another Westminster, so it's simple enough. It is running a little behind, so we'll fix that. It is 10:09. And there you have it. Starting on this shelf, we have the Seth Thomas Beehive. It is not safe to turn back, though, so I'm just going to stop the pendulum for 1 hour. Just like that. Moving right along, we have the Ridgeway, which is safe to turn back. And then the Yauch, which has a very strong magnet. Very strong magnetic door, which I often struggle to open sometimes. It is 17. Then there's the Landmark. Then we have the Thomas Tompion. And then at the very end, we have the Graham Bracket. It is 17. We'll move down to my Worthington, which is also safe. And then right along to the Seth Thomas Timbre. So there you have all of the mantle clocks on this shelf. Now we move up to this new section that I erected, which includes the Spoogel and my new DNA regulator, which I got recently. Starting off with the Spoogel, it's not completely safe to turn back, so I'm just going to stop the pendulum for now. We'll take care of the Hade, which this one is safe to turn back. The DNA regulator I don't think is safe to turn back. So just to be safe, I'm going to stop the pendulum. If someone wants to give confirmation in the comments whether it is safe, you can post and I'll take a look at it. We'll move right along to this new Howard Miller that I just got. This one is safe to turn back because, of course, it has a Hermley movement in it. It is 19. Now we'll do the Hamilton. The new one, not the old one. This is the new one. Then there's Howard Miller regulator. Now we have the old Hamilton. I think the hand nut's about to fall off, so I'm going to fix that. There we go. Here we have the new mod. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I need to get confirmation on this. It is not safe to turn back, so I'm going to stop the pendulum. Here we have the Boston Clock Company clock, which, because it doesn't strike the hour, in theory, I could just turn it back like this. So, simple as that. The Howard Miller 613226, obviously safe to turn back. Then we have the Korean 8-day regulator, or wannabe Vienna regulator, I guess. It is not safe to turn back, though, unfortunately. We'll move up here and get this one while I'm at it, because it's right here and it's battery operated. I also have this one, which battery operated, so I can change it easily. The Texaco gasoline one. And we'll go ahead and take care of the lawyer, because it's right here. The Cassell is safe to turn back, so I can do this one with ease. So there you go on that one. We'll move down here. We have this one. I still don't know anything about this one, which, well, actually, I can just move the hour hand like that and it'll still run. Perfect. Then we have this thing, which, yeah, the movement's a little loose, so this might be a little complicated. Well, close enough, I guess. I'm going to swing around here now and get this one, which it's already 22. Now we have the Hermley Bim Bam, which is safe to turn back because obviously it's a Hermley. Moving up, we have the electromechanical, which, just for the heck of it, I'm going to just do that. And then we have the new Vienna regulator by Youngins. Yeah. Obviously, this one is not safe to turn back, so I'm just going to stop the pendulum. But otherwise, there's those two. And as it turns out, my Primex and my Skyscan automatically set themselves because they're wireless/atomic clocks. So hey, that's 2 less clocks to change, I guess. But hey, all right, let's move on. I almost forgot to get this black Quartz one. I mean, it's a Quartz clock, so I feel like I forget about them very easily just because of how boring they are. But otherwise, there. Got that one before I forgot it. Here I have my 2 Yorgos cottage clocks. They're time only, so I can just do this for both of them. And it is as simple as that. Now we have this Quartz Westminster chime clock, which I'm going to try and do the same trick I did with the battery-operated Cuckoo. So you'll just have to watch and learn. Oh, well, as a matter of fact, the chime is not working. Okay. Well, that makes it easier. I don't know if the batteries are put in all the way. Oh, never mind. What time is it? It is 48. Well, let's see if it chimes 10 times and see if I did it right. Hooray, it chimed 10, so the trick worked. Thank goodness. But there we go, that one's changed successfully. Next we have the Shindaiwa clock. It's battery operated, so the job is pretty simple. It is 1050, so that works. Here we have this white pendulum clock, also battery operated, so the job is pretty simple. Next up we have the Snowy House clock. I guess you could call it that. It's battery operated, so it is easy enough to turn back. It's 53, so that works. Now for its little cousin, the Snowman clock, which much older because I've had this one for way longer. But it still works and is very easy to change, just like that. Now we have the new Hall Bird clock, and it's battery operated as expected, so safe to turn back. It's 11:56, so there we go. Now we have this wood clock, which I tried drawing the Boeing logo on, but it did not turn out very well, in my opinion. But it's easy to turn back, so that's a plus. It's 11:56. I very poorly drew these lines, but that should be close enough. Next up, we have the Cars clock, ironically, which has my name on it. And it's battery operated, so simple enough. It is 10:58, and there we go. Here we have the Calvin and Hobbes clock. Exact same scenario. But hey, it's nice and easy to turn back. Just like that. Next we have the Mustache clock. It's battery operated, so it is very simple to change. For that exact reason. Now we have this very boring quartz clock. Random purchase I made from Target one time. But hey, a clock is a clock and it has to be changed. But another clock changed for the books. Next we have this square quartz clock. Same scenario, it's battery operated, so very simple to change. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Now we have this really cool clock with moving gears. I mean, it's quartz, but I still like these moving gears. Adds a little pizzazz, whatever the word is. But it's easy enough to change, just like that. And now we have this one, which simple enough to turn back. It is as easy as that. All right, everybody. A little while later, and I've gotten pretty much every clock in the shop changed. Aside from the ones that still have pendulums stopped, but I will fix those off camera, obviously. But the job is done. We have gained an hour, and that means an extra hour's sleep for me, so I better take advantage of that. But as per usual, it's another thing I enjoy about this hobby, changing clocks. I know it is a bit of a hefty task because of how big my collection is, but hey, I do it for y'all. I do it to make entertaining content, and that is what I strive to do on this channel. But with that said, I think that's going to wrap up this video. So thank you all so much for sticking around, watching. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's free. You can always change your mind later. And stay tuned for the spring 2026 video, because we will definitely be back to change clocks forward. So give it a few more months and we'll be doing that video. I'm sure time will fly pretty fast. But with that said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.